The larger 12,000 series cutters are more complex and have 4 major surfaces on the face of the cutter. The surfaces are identified by the primary inclination angle, secondary inclination angle, outside inclination angle, and the gullet. In addition to the 3 major surfaces on the face of the cutter, you have to keep in mind that you have a tooth height variation of 7 thousandths. These particular cutters take more time to resharpen, but with practice, you can resharpen these too. Prior to installing the cutter in your machine, you will need to look at your cutter and determine which teeth are high and which teeth are low. The teeth that are high have 3 angles: the primary and secondary inclination angle and a wide outside inclination angle. The lower teeth have only 2 angles: a primary inclination angle and an outside inclination angle. You need to mark one high tooth on the inside of the cutter so that it is easy to see when you are resharpening. This will be the same tooth that you'll start with. Let's start with installing the tool in the machine. These cutters are installed just like the smaller cutters. If the gullet depth is less than 40 thousandths, you will need to deepen the gullets. To deepen the gullets, use the same procedure as the standard cutters. Line up the high tooth that you marked in the 12 o'clock position and set your finger accordingly. We'll be lowering the teeth using the primary inclination angle. Set your motor and chuck to the proper setting. If you have a lot of wear damage, you'll need to make all the teeth the same height, so this process may take a little time. Once you have cleaned up all the teeth, position the high tooth at the 12 o'clock position. Rotate your cutter 1 tooth clockwise so that you are on the lower tooth. Mark the top of all the tall teeth. This helps in easily recognizing the teeth that you do not want to lower. Lower the unmarked teeth 7 thousandths. Do this in small increments of 2 to 3 thousandths at a time. Remember, this is every other tooth. Once you have completed lowering every other tooth, it is time to cut the secondary inclination angle. Reset your chuck to 30 degrees that's tilted toward the frame. The only teeth that get the secondary inclination angle is the taller teeth. That is, the teeth that we marked. This is a radical cut, so be careful. Remember to set your adjusting nut prior to grinding. Once the secondary inclination angle is finished, you will need to set up your machine for the outside inclination angles. This is set up just like the smaller cutters. Upon setting up your cutter in the 3 o'clock position, position the finger and set the motor and chuck to their proper angles. Cut your outside inclination angle by doing each and every tooth. Remember that you have shorter teeth, so the cut will not show up until a few passes have been made. Continue making passes until you have the outside inclination angle cut and the smallest width is 30 thousandths. This is measured on the shorter teeth. Lastly, on the high teeth, that is the ones we marked, lower the outside inclination angle an additional 7 thousandths. This should measure about 60 thousandths when completed.